W.
T. L.
It's time! W.
T. L.
I think we got a show. Oh yeah, we got a show.
W.
T. L.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Here's the line. Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Klassen, joined by
Jabron.
the Parlay
You got it.
Pounder.
You got it. We're back. We're back.
We're back in a big way, too.
Yes.
I mean, we got NBA Finals.
Woo.
NHL Finals.
Woo.
CWS. The
Yes.
greatest show on dirt is making its way to Nebraska.
You
The road
got
to
it.
Omaha has been laid out.
Yes,
we
it
got
has.
64 teams. Huskers fell a little short. That's
A
a story
little bit.
for another day. But we got to talk some fight night, too.
Yeah.
UFC.
Of course. We always got to talk fight night, but I am really excited for that College World Series stuff. The
Yes.
regional starting.
Yep.
But yeah, I think we just got to hammer it out of the stadium right away and get on these Denver Nuggets.
Yes, we do. So we got the NBA Finals. We have the 8th seed, the Miami Heat. Everybody had them getting there. The
Yep.
Heat.
Easy lock, easy money.
Yep. And then Denver.
Yeah.
I think there's been some buzz out there saying this might be the easiest path a team has ever taken to the finals, knocking off a 7 seed in your Lakers, an 8 seed, and then their toughest game was the 4 seed Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what everybody's saying right now. But I believe any time that you can beat Kevin Durant in a 7-game series and LeBron James in a 7-game series, I think you're doing all right. So, no, I don't believe it was an easy path for them, but they're the best for a reason, and they're favored in this matchup for a reason.
So a little rundown of where we're at right now. Nuggets are a minus 400 to win this series outright.
Yeah.
Miami Heat at a plus 310. Where we started, point spread opened up on many books at a solid 6, plus 6 for Miami, minus 6 Denver. Denver to the 6-point favorites. Money line at a minus 350 for Denver, and that line has moved all the way up to a consensus 9 points.
Going up.
Up. I mean,
I don't think it's done yet either, Andy.
I bet you're right. When later on, and we get today closer to tip off, it probably will get up to 10.
Yeah.
Maybe even 10 and
10
a
and a
half,
half.
which I think is even crazy because I don't know about you, Jabron, but I buy into Denver's rested.
Yeah.
They're at home, the altitude, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I buy into it. And then the Joker as well. Like, just throw the Joker on top of all that jazz. I do like Denver, but by 10 points, line's sitting at 9 right now. Where are you at?
Yeah, this is the NBA Finals. People got to realize that these are, clearly the best two teams in
Right,
the NBA
yes.
in the NBA right now. Although the Heat have proven that they can upset NBA teams, the best NBA teams, Andy, winning in Denver could be a whole different story. So I do believe that Miami will keep it close, but I don't think they can win. The Heat have lost 6 consecutive trips to Ball Arena, averaging just 98 points a game, Andy. And then Miami hasn't won in Denver since November of 2016. They haven't won in Denver since 2016, although they did have a playoff road win against the Nuggets. That actually happened in Orlando, Florida during the bubble.
You're going to count that, the bubble win?
Well, I have to. That's LeBron's last championship. So, no, I do believe, obviously this is the easy answer, that Denver wins the game, but Miami Heat, you have to give them their respect. They just took down the Boston Celtics, probably the overall, everybody thought that they were going to win the finals, I believe, especially coming out of the East. But Miami Heat, got up on them early and, played a really, really solid Game 7 and got here.
Hey, and you're hearing all this buzz right now about Eric Spoelstra, Spo. Heat culture, hashtag Heat culture.
Yep.
And I'm on board. Joe Mazzulla, the head coach of the Celtics, I think he should be stripped from all coaching responsibilities. He should never be allowed to coach in the NBA again. They should
agree.
Fire him in Boston and then take away his NBA coaching forever. And also, 12 years ago, get this.
Yeah.
Butler, led by Jimmy Butler, knocked out West Virginia out of the NCAA tournament, and wouldn't you know it, Joe Mazzulla was one of the All-Stars. No, he was an All-Star for West Virginia.
Wow.
Jimmy Butler was on the other side, a guard for Marquette. So this
classically unknown guy, really.
Yeah, so this isn't the first time that old Jimmy Buckets has gotten the better of Mazzulla. Then on the flip side, Eric Spoelstra, I mean, you tune into ESPN or any of the talk shows.
Yeah.
And I'm on board. I've wiped off Phil Jackson and Red Auerbach as greatest coaches on Mount Rushmore. And
Eric Spoelstra's right there.
I'm putting him LeBron, and then I'm putting another one of him post LeBron, and then I'm going to wipe out a fourth coach and just put the hashtag Heat culture.
He's got all the eras covered. Yeah, Phil Jackson take a back seat, Popovich take a back seat. Yep. It's Spo time.
It's all
so.
Spo.
No, I do agree that he's a very, very good coach and probably the best coach in the NBA at this time. But let's slow down, people.
I know,
we saw
that's what I'm getting.
We saw Phil Jackson take MJ and Kobe to whatever 15 straight finals or whatever. But although I'm confident in the Nuggets, Andy, there is no way that Jimmy Buckets is going to let them win by over 9, let alone 10 points. So,
okay, so you're getting back to game one here.
Yes.
Here we go.
After all, the Heat are impressive 12-4 against the spread in their last 16 games, whereas the Nuggets are just 4-4 against the spread in their previous 8. Denver has been winning games, but they do take them down to the end, and Joker and Jamal have been able to make those shots.
Right.
Jamal Murray been sensational late game for the Denver Nuggets. Joker really, takes the load the first 3 quarters of the game, especially 1 and 2, and really puts Denver on its back. But Jamal Murray has been the driving force in the fourth quarter for the Denver Nuggets. So I really believe that the Heat keep it close, might even have a lead late in the fourth quarter, but I do believe at Ball Arena the Nuggets come out on top. But my best bet, Andy, is Miami Heat +9 right now. You have to love that with the grit that the Miami Heat have.
Well, this is 2 gritty teams.
Yes,
so,
it is.
And they're 2 defensive teams. So I actually think the best bet is maybe that under. I saw it at 219, still hanging around that 219 mark. I think that unders, you got to take a long, hard look at that.
Yeah.
And you're right, Jamal Murray, he has been Mr. Money, hitting big shot after big shot down the stretch. And I also think, you're talking about grit.
Yeah.
I think Denver, they know that they have the grit now. They have the All-Stars. So they're not worried if a team hangs around. I mean, not that they would ever be worried, but they also have that quiet confidence where they're not, like we've always said all season long, they're not worried about covering the spread. They're worrying about closing out games, winning games. And that's kind of where I want to take this conversation is these futures bet. Because we put the poll question out there on our YouTube channel on the community tab there. Will they win within 5? Or will it be a push? Sweep, win in 5 or not?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Denver is so efficient. Game 1's at home.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm right there. I'm thinking they could very easily win this in 5.
Oh, for sure. I mean, just the amount of talent that Denver has, they can sweep this Miami Heat team. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Right.
With the way the Miami Heat have played so far in the postseason, they just don't give up. Even if they're down 2 games, they're not going to give up. And if they take one of these road games in Denver, hold on to your seatbelt, because if you give this dog in the fight just a little bit, if you give Jimmy Buckets even a little bit of leeway, he's going to make them suffer. But
it has been a very fun to watch these NBA playoffs, and the Heat just persevere and figure it out and win, and then Denver doing what Denver just always does.
Yeah,
this has been pretty exciting.
In the flip side that we're talking about, the defensive side for Miami Heat, this could really match up well for the Miami Heat. Sticking Jimmy Buckets on Jamal Murray, making him make big shots against big-time defenders, and then we're forgetting about Miami Heat's number 2 here, Bam Adebayo.
I like Bam.
Could really, really put up some numbers against Nikola Jokic if he's not playing hard on both ends. So we know that Jokic is going to get his points, get his rebounds, get his assists, but will he be able to stop Bam on the offensive side and really... That offensive rebounding was a huge thing for the Lakers series, that they couldn't get offensive rebounds when they thought it would be a really good thing for them with the size of LeBron and AD. Will Bam just eat lunch there with those offensive rebounds? So I really like Bam. as a huge step up player in this series, but playing against Joker is no joke.
Real quick here, we got a couple of minutes. Is there any way you're going to put any type of bet on Finals MVP? Because these lines are way out of whack. You got the Joker coming out at a minus 325. The next closest is Jimmy Butler at a plus 325.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray plus 1,200. Bam Adebayo plus 5,000 to win that Finals MVP. Obviously, everyone's thinking it's going to the Joker or to Buckets, Jimmy Buckets. Other than that, is there even worth a play being made here?
There really isn't. Like, no matter what, if Denver wins, it can't go anywhere but Joker. Even if Jamal Murray would average 35 points a game in the finals, he still can't win the finals MVP because Joker will have a triple-double every single game of this series, Andy. So it's going to be very tough for anybody. No, the only value play is Jimmy Buckets right now, plus 325, like you said, because if Miami Heat wins, it's going to him. So that is the only value play right now, is to put that in for Jimmy Buckets at plus 325, but there's not really a good bet here because everybody thinks Denver's going to win, maybe win in 5 or 6. Yeah. But if you're a Heat backer, jump on that 325.
Yeah, but plus 325, and we saw it in the Eastern Conference Finals where there's some noise there saying, does Jimmy really deserve it? Because you had another guy there. Yeah. An unsung hero putting in some big-time shots there at the end.
Exactly.
In Games 6 and 7, and it really didn't matter.
It really didn't matter.
All 9 voters were like, no, Jimmy Buckets.
Well, they wouldn't be there without him. And
Game 1 and 2 was all Jimmy.
It was all, and that's what really did the series for Boston, because if they wouldn't have lost either one of those games, they would have won. So that's just what it is. If I had to do a best bet of Game 1, Andy, Joker's coming out with a triple-double. It's plus 100 right now. Lock it in. He'll probably get it in the third quarter. So lock that plus 100 bet for the Joker triple-double.
I like that. You even got a little player prop there for Game 1.
It's what it is.
And that's good. Hey, you've been riding the Stars, too. You had LeBron.
You got to.
And he's smashed a couple parlays for you.
Big time. NBA playoffs, it's all about superstars.
Yes.
I know that in Miami Heat are riding high right now with their undrafted players and all that kind of stuff. Nikola Jokic is looking to make the next step into stardom to start talking about maybe one of the greatest players of all time. And this is his chance to do it right here. So triple-double, Game 1, at Ball Arena, plus 100, easy money.
Easy money. I like it all. All right, let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners as the Nebraska Brewing Company, and we have been drinking their new beer, the Pickle Fight.
Yes.
Their pickle beer. Appropriately named there. It is a flavorful, zesty ale that boasts a bold and briny pickle flavor. Perfect for those who love the taste of pickles and want the experience in a refreshing and clean ale. Could you agree?
For sure. It's a pickle punch to the throat, Andy.
I couldn't agree more. Pickle Fight is an absolute knockout. Oh, I see what they did there.
That's pretty good.
Little play on words. Usually I'm the wordsmith. I guess Nebraska Brewing, we got to tip their cap.
We do.
Don't go anywhere, folks. This is WTL.